Well, right now, police have retreated from the intersection there, and now they kind of surrounded this retail store, Akira, there, and you can see that there is one window that is broken out. That actually happened earlier today around 10 a.m., according to some private contracted security people that are kind of guarding that. But right now, the police have formed a barrier around that. And then we also saw about half dozen or so more Chicago police officers walk away from that and head to a different area. Now, again, this was very, very peaceful for hours and hours and hours, and we are not exactly sure what changed in all of this time. We did see that that they had a standoff with police around 6 o'clock. They started marching after police retreated that time, and then at some point, people started breaking windows along Lake Park Avenue and going into stores in there and taking stuff out. That's when we saw the police presence come back. That's when we saw clashes with police, and they did have their batons out. They started hitting people. People were hitting them back. They've been pelted with water bottles and other objects as they've been in this area. Right now they're just continuing to have this standoff in front of this retail store here, but we haven't seen any violence between the two groups here in quite some time, which is good news. So the tensions have definitely kind of gone down a little bit, but that could change obviously at any moment. Really, just for any reason, there's about 250 to maybe 300 people that are out here holding signs. Occasionally you'll hear them chanting, and then now, of course, having this standoff with police. But again, we haven't seen any violence between the police and this group in a short, for a little while now, which of course is some good news. But again, the police were in that intersection. They have now since retreated just a little bit around this store and in this standoff now with this group. And so far, tensions, as I said, have gone down, but could change at any moment. We're, of course, going to keep an eye on it from a safe distance. Back to you guys.
Eric, can you tell us, is this part of the group that did splinter off a little bit with some of them going on to Lakeshore Drive?
It's really hard to tell because, once we got to the end of that peaceful demonstration, the crowd really started to disperse, and then we started to start heading back as well when everybody kind of broke up from that. And then we saw a number of police cars come shooting down 53rd Street. So then we followed those police cars, and that's when the standoff between police and the demonstrators that were in that peaceful protest started having that standoff. That, again, ended peacefully, but there's a good chance that a number of the people that were in the peaceful protest started to move around the city. But again, for hours and hours, that was just a very peaceful march through the city. And we didn't see any windows broken. We didn't see any vandalism or anything like that. And then after the 6 o'clock hour, once that demonstration was, I guess, quote unquote, over, the crowd started to disperse. They started to move back up 53rd, got into the standoff with police, and then windows started being broken. More police came. That's when the clash between the two groups really started to happen. There were a lot of people that got hit. There were a lot of police officers that got hit in this as well. This was really just an all-out fight between the two groups, and at times was moving across the street back and forth. But they did get some people out of here. They did get some police cars with some of the people that were causing some of these issues into those police cars, and they were able to get them out. It took them a long time because the big groups would surround the squad cars to try and keep them here, but eventually police were able to get them out. But this is something that we're going to see likely all night long. Is this kind of standoff and then skirmishes, standoffs, and then violence? Hopefully, obviously, police will be able to get a handle on it. But so far, also that we've only seen police down here. We haven't seen any National Guard troops or anything like that. Just police, Chicago police right now.
It's interesting because that 9 o'clock curfew is coming up in about an hour, so you got to wonder what will police do at that point to try to clear up that crowd and get people to go home, and will they even try to do that? I don't know.
That's a great question. And when they had the peaceful demonstrations earlier on, I was talking to some of the organizers, and I said, "Are you guys going to abide by the 9 o'clock curfew?" And they said, "Yes, that's the plan. That we plan on doing that." Now, after all of this, there's a big question mark on that. I will say, just by looking at this crowd compared to the number of police that are out here, I think they're going to have an awfully hard time trying to get these people to get out of this area. They're going to need to bring in a lot more people if they want to try and clear this area, if they're going to try to clear this area, because right now they just don't have enough manpower down here. And this group is about 250, maybe 300 people. At this moment. So earlier they said that they were going to abide by it, at least some of the people in that group, but as we get closer and closer to that hour, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what police will do, if they can do anything at this point with this group in this area.